For the last few days, I've been walking through a city that shouldn't exist. A city that was buried under lava, shaken by earthquakes, conquered by empires, abandoned, rebuilt, and somehow still refuses to disappear. I'm not exploring here alone. I'm walking with an international student who successfully got into Catania Medical University, and I wanted to show you guys what this beautiful city and this university has to offer. I've prepared sets of important questions which will help you guys to choose this city for studies. This is the backbone of Catania. If Catania had a heartbeat, it would be via Etnea, this place. Everything happens here, students walk here, locals meet here, tourists discover the city here, and the crazy thing is that whatever you stand, you often see Mount Etna at the end of the street. Imagine leaving university after a difficult exam and seeing Europe's most active volcano in front of you. That's quite normal here. Why specifically you chose Catania over so many prominent places in Italy? For instance, they had Milan, Pavia, they had also Rome, and most of the students, they were preferring that city, and you came to this city.
So one of the most important reasons is pricing for Indian students, and Catania prefers a much cheaper lifestyle than Rome and Milan, and there's not much difference other than the size of the city, because Rome is bigger, but you can have all the Italian things and culture enrichments that you will face in Rome and Milan. You can also enjoy here also, and one of the most prominent reason, I can say my number one reason, was like the tropical climate here, because Sicily is an island and it has the same tropical climate as the place that I come from, and it's much preferable for me, like the warmth and the cold. It's not too hot for me and it's not too cold for me, and I think I consider that my number one reason. And other than that, like the university here is not very much different other than the rankings, because the studies here are much similar. Like the whole syllabus in Rome and Milan is like base to base similar, and there's not a large difference other than in rankings. Like these are the top three reasons for choosing Catania than Rome and Milan and Venice, many other universities, I think so.
I'm at Piazza del Duomo. This isn't just a square, this is where Catania constantly reminds you of its story. Everything here exists because the city was rebuilt after catastrophe. The elephant statue, it's not just random. The locals call it True. I'm sorry if I'm making some wrong pronunciation. I'm not that much fluent in Italian. It's made from black volcanic stone, which means the symbol of the city itself was born from the lava. I know it's a very beautiful country. I know it's full of culture and everything, but as a third country individual, specifically if you're from abroad, how safe is this place for international students? Have you faced any kind of difficulties over here?
So if we compare Catania to other capital cities or other major cities like Milan and Rome, you will feel much safer in Catania than in Rome and Milan, because everyone knows the reasons of that. And also one more thing is, like, every place has their advantages and disadvantages. So most of the areas in Catania are very safe and very student friendly, but still there are some one or two places like which you can go, but I prefer like not going and not like visiting and not spending much time in those areas.
So we call it that, like shady areas you're talking about, right?
Shady areas. Whole of Catania is very much student friendly, because the most important income source of Catania as a city is tourism, and they treat other people very respectfully and very kindly.
So we also walked in the city. We were in various places. So obviously there were some shady areas. There are some group of people who try to trouble you out. But it's everywhere, in every part of the world. So you need to maintain distance from there. You don't need to interact with them. You just need to keep walking, doing your work. Don't try to be over smart with them. I'm at Villa Bellini. It's one of the most prominent places over here. It's a huge park. It's quite beautiful with all the marvelous architecture, monuments and stuff. Most of the students I'm seeing here, when they want to relax, they're just coming with the friends and they're just sitting and chilling. It's full of music. There are a lot of performers here. So I would say, man, student life is quite amazing in Catania.
Like finding accommodations is a very important question for international students, especially in foreign countries. And there are two ways where you can have a nice place to live and enjoy. The first is the university dorm, and that is actually a pretty hard to get, like not that much, but still as an international student you will be much more preferred than the domestic ones. And the other thing you can do is find an apartment like I did, and these apartments are like every kind. You can find the shared one, you can find the studio apartment, and these are like, Catania is one of the most budget friendly cities in Italy.
So how much we can expect for a normal basic apartment if you're interested in?
Like if you are in a shared apartment where you have your own room, like, but your other things like kitchen and washrooms are shared, it starts from around 300 to 280 euros. And if you like want to live alone, there are much more options of having a studio apartment, and like those start from around 350 to 400.
Specifically, if you're talking about food, and you're also a Muslim, so you need to be, eat some
like
halal food and
friendly,
stuff.
yeah.
So how is it here, and how much actually it costs for you to sustain yourself?
So like we can answer this question in two parts. The first is the budget option, and the university has like their own food programs which we call in Italy mensa, and they are very budget friendly, and they provide like a high protein and everything included carbohydrates. They maintain a strict diet and they care for all students. So that is one option, and the other is you can like make your own food if you prefer, which I do. Like I'm a good cook, I call myself so I make everything on my own, but not every day. Like when I have to go to the classes or I have to study, I like prefer to go directly to the canteen, which you call in India, and eat the food.
So how much we can expect on average if someone wants to eat, like budget per a
Like
month?
budget depends on where you want to eat. Like if you eat in the mensa, like for the whole month, it will cost you around 120 to 150 euros. And if you want to like eat at your house, like make your own food, again I will say the maximum cost for whole month will be not more than 200, and 200 is the maximum.
Oh, okay.
So you can like expect around from 100 to 200.
So what also there's going to be one important question, like in major European countries when I visit and everywhere we go, we are like into this thing, like there are various student discounts, you get student card and everything.
Yeah.
So how is it here and how much benefits you're getting from it?
Yeah, like if we depend on the restaurants, they like don't offer every time student discounts, but there are specific weekdays like on Wednesdays and Thursdays where you can get much discounted food. And also in Italy there's a, not in Italy, in all of Western Europe, there's a thing called happy hour, where you will get much more cheaper food than the average prices, and you can get used to it, you can use it, you can like depend on it.
Hidden under the busy streets of Catania is the Roman amphitheatre. It was built almost 2000 years ago. It was once a place where thousands of people came together to watch games and performances, and today only its ruins remain, but it still tells the story of a city that has lived through centuries. Standing here is a reminder that history is never really gone. It lives on in the places we choose to remember. The program, it's like called English program, English taught program, but what's the actual ground reality? Because see, there are a lot of European countries, people say it's English program, but when they go to that university, not every professor is proficient enough, and most of the students, they're struggling to explain and to get proper answers or mentorship.
So yeah, that is a one important question. Like how English is the English program? Yes, I think so. That is the question. So I can say like you cannot find. It's an Italian majority country, but they are like very helpful. Like they are trying and trying. Like they are like practicing very much, and it's like a on a 1 to 10 scale. It's like a 10 out of 10 English program, because in reality the professors are majorly like very experienced and very talented, and they have like taught in different universities across the world. In any country you live, you have to like integrate in there, so you have to learn Italian. It's like not
It's a part
only,
of the curriculum, but along with it, they are maintaining.
yeah,
English.
because to live in a country which is majorly Italian spoken, you have to learn Italian. So they may like throw a few Italian words here and there, but like it's an English program, like English program. You don't have to doubt that.
This is the administration building of the university. Most of the administrative part of work, documentation and stuff, it's been done here. There are also some classes which take place, and nearby is also the gymnasium and various other faculty. Just a short walk from the University of Catania's administration building stands the Basilica della Collegiata Church, one of the city's most iconic landmarks. Built in the 18th century after the devastating earthquake of 1693, the church reflects Catania's determination to rebuild and preserve its identity. Its grand dome, detailed stonework, and peaceful surroundings make it more than just a place of worship. It is a symbol of the city's history, resilience, and timeless beauty. Many students, they keep on asking, I want to sustain myself and I want to pay the fees myself, so I want to involve myself in part-time jobs.
Yeah.
So do you suggest people who want to study in Italy to opt for part-time jobs?
Like, actually, it depends on many things. The first thing is like, what are you studying? There are many bachelor degrees, many master degrees, which are not so competitive and not so tough, which don't require like hours of studying and pouring your heart into it. And some are there which are like very competitive degrees. Like if you are trying to become a lawyer, if you are doing like CS engineering, AI engineering, medicine, some are degrees like require much work. And if you're opting those degrees, I don't recommend working, but it depends on you. You can always earn extra cash which you can spend on like traveling and doing sort of things in Europe, because all amount of money is less when you are in Europe. Nothing is like it's not nothing is enough. Like every penny you earn is like good, but still it depends. If you are very self like you want to become very self-dependent, don't want to like rely on your parents, then I prefer you should work. But again, like,
What about medical students?
medical students can work for the first years, second years, but not after that, because it's very hard. Like if you are becoming a doctor and you are spending like 30 hours, 40 hours per week on other things, 20 hours is the limit. The type of work here is like totally dependent on your language skills. If you are like very fluent in Italian, or very, like you can speak Italian, you can get like better jobs. I can say like part-time better jobs. Or if you are not well spoken in Italian, you don't get many opportunities. So that's also a point to consider. But still, working is a good thing. I can say like everyone in Europe is like self-sustained. Most of the youth in Europe is self-sustained. So I think you should also try to do something.
Exactly. As the day comes to an end, the city takes on a different rhythm. The streets fill with music, conversations, and the energy of people enjoying the evening. After long lectures, practicals, and exams, many students come here to unwind, meet friends, and simply enjoy life beyond the classroom. And when the city grows quiet, the sea is never far away. Students often walk here to clear their minds, watch the waves, and leave the stress of the day behind. As the sun begins to set over the Mediterranean, the sky glows with colors that seem to linger forever, as if the sun itself is reluctant to leave Catania. And standing between the city and the sea, you begin to understand that studying abroad is not just about earning a degree. It is about collecting sunsets, stories, and moments that one day will feel like the most beautiful chapter of your life.